Do, Re, Egon.
Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Newman, and today we'll be unboxing the Real Ghostbusters Egon and Boogieman Collector's Pack, Timed Edition, from Mondo Toys. These 1/12 scale figures measure 6.5 inches, 8.5 inches, and 3.5 inches in height. They're made of PVC, ABS, clear PVC, and scaled elastic band. They sport multiple points of articulation and come with multiple accessories. Now, while we proceed with this unboxing, I would just like to ask that you like this video, if you do indeed like it, and subscribe. That way you'll never miss a future unboxing. So I pre-ordered this back in February, and it just arrived a couple of days ago. It really has been pre-order after pre-order arriving. I didn't realize I ordered so much stuff over the past year. So the actual Ghostbusters box is protected by both plastic and corner protectors. So Mondo is definitely thinking about the in-box collector. The packaging art looks like an exact duplication of the Peter Venkman and Sam Hain figure. So I think there was a theory going around that if you stack the boxes, it would make the complete firehouse. Looks like not so much. In addition to some more lovely artwork, the back of the box has the credits for all of the lovely artists that worked on this packaging and figure. The sides of the box benefit the collector that likes to stack his toys library style. It contains the Real Ghostbusters logo as well as Mondo logo and what's exactly in the box. The package also comes with a gatefold cover with magnets, so you can get a window into the figure itself. It's largely obscured by all the packaging and lighting. The interior of the package showcases artwork from the interior of the Real Ghostbusters firehouse, as one would expect. Alright, so let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and get this thing opened up. Alright, here we have some cutouts of some extra ghosts. Now, I honestly cannot remember if I covered it in the previous Mondo Ghostbusters video, but inside the box, after you take out the figures, you can actually see that there's a nice fold out of the interior of the firehouse, like the real interior of the firehouse. Neat! Alright, and here we have the figure and accessories. So let's go ahead and start off with Mr. Egon Spengler, or Dr. Egon Spengler, I guess I should say. This figure looks amazing. Much like the Peter Venkman figure, this figure looks fantastic. It's wonderful. The sculpt is great. The paint application is fantastic. I don't see a single, even smudge anywhere. This looks really good. Really good. It looks very cartoon accurate, right down to his little rat tail on the back of his head. So yeah, it looks really good. So we'll get more into aesthetics after we go over the articulation. So the head is going to be on a ball joint. It goes all the way around, but it does struggle to do a decent angle. It might just be because mine is too tight, but it's not a great range of movement. Arms go to about yay high. We've got a little bit of a butterfly joint in here. There is a twist and a hinge in the deltoid joint. We've got single joints in the elbows. We've got a ball joint on the hands. There's a really good range of movement on them. They do seem kind of loose though. There is no ab crunch, but the waist does twist all the way around. You can get the legs up to about yay high. There is a bit of a twist in the joint where the thigh connects to the pelvis. There are single joints in the knees. There is a bit of a boot cut. It is extremely tight though, let me tell you. Yeah, you can hear it. It's very tight. There is very good ankle articulation, so that should really help with the posing. The other foot is just as tight as the left foot. So yeah, overall the articulation is pretty much the same as the Peter Venkman figure. Again, if you're a fan of super articulated figures, this figure is probably not going to be for you. This line isn't probably going to be for you. It really leans more towards high-end collectible as opposed to action figure. Next up, we're going to go ahead and take a look at Boogieman. So this is a really heavy figure. It's specifically the head. The head is a solid chunk of I guess, PVC. It's very heavy. It looks like this jaw is articulated. Yeah, look at that. So yeah, it's on a ball joint. Yeah, let's just get right to the articulations. Yeah, it's on a ball joint. This jaw is hinged. Not the nose though. It looks like it's just a separate piece. Arms go up to about yay high. There's no butterfly joints in this one though. There is a twist in the hinge, single joints in the elbows. The hands are on ball jointed pegs, like your typical Mondo figure. And there's not much of an ab crunch, but it does twist. And he's got articulation in his cloven hooves. So yeah, okay. So this looks really good. This looks really good. But man, is this head heavy. And I do not think the legs are really going to be able to support him. So yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to the accessories. So first up we have one of the inserts for the ghost trap. Looks good. The sculpt is good. Paint is good. Looks really good. Next up we have the wrist portions of the black gloves. They are a gummy plastic, so they're quite squishy, which I am a big fan of. Yeah, I like that quite a bit. By the way, I'm doing these accessories in no particular order. I'm just kind of taking them out of the package. Next up, we have the ghost trap itself. The sculpt is really good. Paint application is excellent. There is a bendy wire for the cord to the foot stomper. Foot stomper is just a solid sculpt. It doesn't actually stomp down. I know that's not the official name for it, but whatever. So let's go ahead and insert the insert portion into the trap, and fits like a glove. It's very secure. Very nice. Next up, we have, I guess what you would call the mascot figure. It comes along with the Egon figure, technically. It's a very nice sculpt. The paint application is great. I don't know the official name of this ghost, but I do know he's in the opening credits. Yeah, it's really nice. It's very solid, and it looks as though the arms are articulated. Yep, sure enough. So they go up and down, but you can't, there's no hinge on it, so you can't swing them out. But overall, this looks really good. This looks really good. Just as good as the Slimer one. Next up, we have a alternate head for the Boogieman, and it's just as heavy as the first one. Now, with this one, it looks like the jaw is not articulated, but there is some sculpted drool onto the tongue, which is pretty incredible. This sculpt is amazing. Same with the Boogieman figure itself. The paint application in all of this, it looks amazing. It looks like a prop from the realistic scenes in Roger Rabbit, if that's any sort of frame of reference. Looks really good. Moving on to the next level of accessories, we've got the PKE meter. This looks amazing. I love the look of this. They even have a digital screen on there as well. It's not digital, but it's painted on there. That's amazing. And looks like this does indeed come out. This is fantastic. Now, the antennae do come out as well. They're kind of stuck in there when I first tried to get them out at first, so be careful because this is very small plastic. If you do have this figure, if you're going to be getting this figure, this is amazing. Next up, we have another pair of hands for the Boogieman, some punk rock spellcasting hands. We have another portrait for Egon, a more frightened, scared face, just as good as the first. By the way, these glasses they're secured on there. They're not detachable, as far as I know. At least I don't want to try and take them off. We have an extra pair of hands. These are for the black gloves. Although they aren't as rubbery as the first portion of the black gloves, they are of the same texture. Here we have the Ghost Bomb. I actually didn't know what this was, so I had to look it up. But my initial thought was, this looks like a Ghost Bomb. And sure enough, it's a Ghost Bomb. I'm blanking on this episode of the show. It's well sculpted, well painted, looks really good. It doesn't move or open up or anything though. Here we have an alternate insert for the trap where we've got a ghost getting sucked in. Now this doesn't look like the Boogieman because for the Peter Venkman figure they had Sam Hain getting trapped in the ghost trap. But I don't know who that guy is. Maybe it's just a random ghost, or is it like something to do with the episode? Did he change form into that thing? Anyway, here's the proton pack. This looks magnificent. This is amazing. Sculpt is great. Paint application is amazing. It just feels really good. And here is how you would actually wrap it around the figure. You just put them in those little things. Looks amazing. Now this is not a bendy wire. It's just piping, which I'm okay with. I know some people don't like it, but I like it. And here we have the Neutrino wand. Looks amazing. Looks amazing. I love the designs for the real Ghostbusters. I think it's just peak 80s, baby. Here is a stand for Peter Venkman. It has two different size pegs in it for the two different size holes in his boots. And here we have a stand for the Boogieman, and baby, you're gonna need it. And here is the arm for the stand. Man, this is really heavy duty, high quality. It reminds me of a Mezco arm, but just even tighter than that. Yeah, this is great. And there are some pads in the hook. So that's amazing. Let's get this thing inserted. And all right, there we go. This is nice. This is really good. Now, our last accessory, I didn't mention it in the last video, but the Detrado Wand Beam. I think it looked better in the promo pics for these figures, because this is clear, as is the Venkman one, but they had a sort of an airbrush on them in the promo pics. I thought they looked better than what we got. But, you know, it ain't bad. Let's go ahead and get these inserts put together. Now, the last ones that I had for the Venkman figure, I know at least 2 out of the 3 are based off of the Kenner toys. I don't know if these ones are as well, or if they're based off of maybe the comic books, or maybe the animated series. I'm not sure. But, you know, you got them now. Let's round back to our Boogieman figure. Let's test out the swappability of his hands. Hands are nice and easy. They feel secure. Let's test out the head. Gonna pop this bad boy out and put this in. The head feels secure. It's slightly more difficult than I was expecting, but it's not hard. It's not hard at all. So yeah, this Boogie figure, he will not stand up. He will not stand up without this stand. So yeah, let's go ahead and test out the swappability for Egon. Head is simple. Let's test out the hands. Hands are going to be yeah, even these. Even the black ones seem a little too loose for my liking, so I may have to do some alterations. That's disappointing, because overall this is an amazing figure. I like the articulation. I know there's no double joints anywhere, but the whole design of it just feels very retro futuristic. Old school design smashed together with modern materials. I'm down for what they're selling. But man, are those hands loose. Let's go ahead and test out the PKE meter, see how it fits in his hand. And it fits okay. You know, there's only gripping hands. There's no different types of hands, and I feel like a different type of hand would have been better for holding the PKE meter. But it is what it is. Next up, we're going to go ahead and test the balance of the ghost insert for the ghost trap to see if this balances pretty well. I had a hard time balancing the Sam Hain one. It kept falling over because it was so top heavy. But hopefully this one's going to be a little bit better. And sure enough, yeah, it's a lot better. It's a lot better. Mondo fixed a lot of the issues that I had with the first release. They also brought along a couple new ones. But this one's good. Bringing back Egon, we're going to go ahead and get his regular head back on, because we're going to go ahead and get this proton pack on this guy. So again, you just lift that up. It's a very hard plastic. All of this is very hard plastic, sans the tubing for the cord. So just be very careful whenever you're dealing with this, because I feel as though this could break very easily if you're too heavy-handed with it. So be delicate. Be very delicate with it. So again, it just goes right all over the top, and just thread that through there underneath his arms. Lift up his arms, make it a little bit easier for yourself. And they just insert like that. It's not the most secure fit, but this is actually a lot better than the fit for the Venkman figure. It aligns a lot better. Mine was a little off, so it didn't work as well. It pops out more than I would like. It's not awful, but it's not bad. But this one's great. This one's great. So there you have it. There's the finished look for Dr. Egon Spengler. It looks amazing. This is a fantastic looking figure. I love it. The PKE meter should hang on this little holster on the belt of Egon. I wasn't quite sure what it was for in the first review that I did, but a commenter was nice enough to point out that it holds the PKE meter, which I kind of assumed, but I wasn't sure, so I didn't want to say it. So it loops into here, and it's it ain't easy, let me tell you. Yeah, but yeah, there you go. It works. Now the antenna, they kind of fall out a little bit. So, yeah, okay, all right, it's fair. It's fair enough. It still sticks out a little too much. And again, these hands are a little too loose, so I'll have to do something about that. But overall, I'm very happy with this. I like the figure very much. It looks amazing. Amazing. Now, if you missed out on the time release, the Egon and the smaller ghost figure is available on Mondo's website right now for $101 if you are interested in getting it. And you know what? I know it's a little pricey, but yeah, I would recommend it at that price. I think if you're like a big Ghostbusters fan, you're gonna love it. You're gonna really love it. The Boogieman figure, I have no idea what stance to take. It's like a madman created this figure. The head is obviously too heavy to be supported by this frame, yet they went ahead and did it. They could have made the head a little bit hollow, but they didn't. A crazy person designed it. Oh yeah, and before we go, one last thing. The trap. I forgot to show you that the trap can go on the proton pack as well. So you're just going to wrap up the twisty wire. I usually just use my pinky to get it into a nice, there we go, like a nice circle. And then we just get the proton pack, and it just hooks on the side. There's a hook right here. You're just going to attach that onto the proton pack itself. And again, you just want to be very careful because this is all very rigid plastic and it's all very delicate looking. I haven't broken anything yet, so yay for me. But that being said, still be careful. And there we have it. Okay, it's got it hooked on. Now, just an FYI, I have the wire poked outward, whereas the Promo Pix has it inward, closer to his back. But I honestly don't think it's a big deal either way. Okay, final thoughts. Overall, I really like this figure. I think it's fantastic. I'm happy with the money that I paid for it. Some would argue it's overpriced, and I wouldn't disagree with you, but I don't hate the money that I spent for it. I think it looks fantastic. I think it's great. I still question that that Boogieman head. It was definitely a choice, one that I'm not sure that I agree with, but it was a choice. I think my biggest complaint isn't really even with this figure, but really the release of the Sam Hain figure for Halloween. I'm kind of salty about that because it comes with 2 extra ghosts that weren't included in the Peter Venkman set. So now if you want those 2 extra ghosts, you have to buy a whole new Sam Hain figure. So for the people who got the timed edition, I feel like they were swindled a little bit. Because if you get the Sam Hain figure with the 2 new figures and you get the standard release Peter Venkman with Slimer, it totals up to about $236, and the original timed edition was $202. So I guess you wind up paying $35 extra for the 2 new figures. But again, that is not bad as compared to the people who would have to buy the Sam Hain set, which is $135, and who already bought the timed edition, which was $202. So that's over $300. Anyway, I mean, I thought this was a little crappy on Mondo's part. This isn't me saying, oh, you know, boycott Mondo. This is just me pointing out a pretty messy way of releasing these figures. So with all that being said, I think I'm done. I think I'm done complaining. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy my rants. Hit the bell for notifications, and I will check you later.